Our first spring indeed sprunged with a vengeance at Gundaroo. The first good rains for the year came just as the dead rats and birds started showing up in the little water remaining in our household tank. And the garden started transforming from its wintry greyness to its springtime greyness. Trees and shrubs which looked to be dead in winter proved to be dead in spring. No, actually, in all fairness to Mother Nature, it was a nice time of the year. It had been a dry winter, and the blossoms which did show appeared to have really struggled through and just made it. With the animals on the Prickle farm, it was a different matter altogether. Spring is apparently the season when every young chook's heart turns to love. At least it applies to roosters. Our bionic chooks have been mentioned from time to time, but never in as revealing a fashion as I am now about to unfold. We had 14 of them and a duck named Princess. The trouble was that at least 5 of them were roosters, including our first chook, Beulah. Now, those of you with more experience on the land than we had will probably snigger, but we'd been sure that Beulah was a hen. Then overnight there came a sudden sex change, and lo and behold, Beulah turned out to be a mighty rooster 9 foot high at the shoulder and guaranteed to rip passing horsemen out of the saddle and devour them. The other 4 roosters were only small fry compared with Beulah, only about emu height, and with all the manners and charm of Sahara Desert vultures. The ladies of our feathered family, on the other hand, were dainty little mites who obviously went to good private schools before being classified under the general heading of livestock at the Prickle farm. They all got on reasonably well before spring fever took over Beulah, of the aforementioned sex change, and the other 4 feathery larrikins. When the weather changed, no chook was safe. Now, I don't want to be indelicate, but our backyard often resembled one of those Norman Lindsay paintings full of fleshy nude ladies and leering satyrs. There's no romance in the soul of roosters. It's all charge down the yard, get the business done, and charge off again. These upsetting rapes were usually accompanied by an interesting gallery of spectators, although in the general melee, the over-enthusiastic spectator often became the next victim. Chaucer would have loved it. The role our duck played in these ornithological orgies was rather uncertain. She was always in good voice, but perhaps that was the ABC influence. She could well be the Alan McGilvray of chook mating. The role of Charlie Pride, mindless sheep extraordinaire, was even more obscure. When he saw the chooks all running to watch the latest assault, he invariably galloped along as well. He often watched, but I don't think he understood. It takes quite a bit to sink into that pea-sized brain rattling around in that big empty head. Perhaps it's just as well. I'd have hated him to be influenced by that unsavoury gang of roosters, especially as the eggs started doing so well once spring arrived.